Hi, happy Sunday morning. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine, and I'm here with another live stamping session with you. This morning I have a super sweet and simple Halloween pizza box. So here is the little project we're going to make, and I'm sorry, it's really dark and gloomy and gray here, so I've had to turn my brightness up. So sorry if I look a little bit washed out. I'm using the new Ghoulish Goodies stamp set, and oh gosh, if you know me and you saw this stamp set, it's in page 55 of the mini catalog, and it's perfect for samplers. So this one was one I had to add to my wish list immediately. So the little rectangle tins up in the corner were kind of the inspiration for today's project, but the colors for me were all wrong. So I kind of have a mix of an old and new going on. So let me point my camera down and we'll get started. So again, here's my little pizza box, and I am going to kind of change it up slightly for my live video. So thanks for tuning in if you're watching me live or catching the replay. I am just going to make sure I can find myself and I am in the video. So give me a second to make sure I'm in the screen. But like I said, here's the mini pizza box. And I'm kind of going to do a little bit of an old and new. So the new things are the Ghoulish Goodies stamp set, the Magic in This Night designer series paper, and the embossing folder. And then the old is the black glittered organdy ribbon, the everyday label punch, the metallic pearls. So this is going to be a super sweet and simple project today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I'm going to punch out my everyday label. So I just have a scrap of Whisper White cardstock. I normally would do a 2x4, or I usually a lot of times just cut out 2-inch strips of Whisper White for my punches. So I've got that punched out, and too bad this stamp set is not photopolymer. It's cling, so I punched it out because I kind of want to do my stamping, and I'm going to stamp the little kind of, I guess, monster, vampire, little guy first. And I'm going to use Memento, but I'm going to stamp off so I kind of get a lighter. And I'm just going to stamp off on a Post-it note. Just grab this to stamp off on. And I want to go as close to the left side as I can. So I kind of want to line up my red rubber almost right on the edge. Okay, he's a little bit darker than I would have liked, but I think he'll be okay. And then for the words, it's good to the last bite. So this is perfect for a treat holder. Hey Donna, long time no see. I hope you guys are staying safe. And I'm gonna go Cajun Craze with the sentiment. And again, I'm kind of going right over part of it. So if it's a little bit lighter, it would have been great, but I think it still works. So now that my stamping is done, let's do the pizza box. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. In my original sample, I'm using the white pizza boxes. I believe they're like $6 and you get a whole bunch of them. But we also have gold. So I thought, hey, why not do a gold one for the live video? And I'll have to ask you guys at the end which ones you prefer, gold or white. So I have a piece of the Magic in This Night designer series paper. This is the Cajun Craze kind of spiderweb medallion, and it's 2 3/4 by 10.5. And I'll have the measurements below, but what I'm going to do is wrap this up. What I want to do is make a belly band. So let me show you here. So what I want to be able to do is I want this to be able to slide off so the person can get to the treats but not ruin this part. But then they could reuse the box. So if you put candy or a gift card or jewelry inside the box, it could get reused and repurposed. So that's kind of my end goal here. And I think I have other videos with this, with creating pizza boxes, but I kind of wanted to do an update one with the Halloween stuff. So I'm just gonna wrap, and I'm gonna put my edges to the back, and I'm gonna kind of sort of pinch, because I want it tight enough that it's obviously not gonna fall off. So, but I don't want it so tight that they can't get it off as a belly band. So hopefully that makes sense. So here is where I need to put some adhesive on the back. And I'm gonna go with tear and tape. For boxes, I like to do strong adhesive. So just grabbing my tear and tape, and I'm just gonna put 2 strips. Make sure that your adhesive stays on your designer series paper. And I'm kind of have my finger of my other hand kind of holding my spot where I want my paper to go, so I make sure my adhesive doesn't go over there. Okay, so we'll just remove the back, and then I can kind of get this where I want it. Okay, so now I have it where I want it, and just kind of sort of pinch, and it slides right off, but see, it's on there, so it's not gonna fall off. Okay, so let's get our other pieces going. Since this kind of had a spider web look going, I embossed a piece of basic black, and it's 2 by 3, and I'm just gonna use this and kind of put my little guy that I stamped on here. So I'm just gonna put this on with some liquid glue. You could use dimensionals, whatever adhesive you have. So you can kind of see where I'm headed. I'm gonna have kind of this over here, or yeah, I guess I'll go over here. And then I'm gonna do the bow with, this is the glitter organdy, whatever, however you pronounce that word. So this was a carryover, I believe it was from last Halloween, and I just did it in the air bow. So the thing about cute bows is you kind of futz with it. So tie it up. If you have a bow maker, you could use that, and I do have one, but not everybody has one, so kind of futz with it. This is a 10-inch piece of ribbon until you kind of get it how you want it. And I'll just throw this on. Now, this overhangs ever so slightly off the designer paper, so you want to make sure your adhesive is in the middle. And when it's embossed, I tend to use a little bit more adhesive than normal. And this ribbon, the little pieces do come off, so if it bothers you, get those out of there. And let's see, I'm gonna do the bow with some mini glue dots. I'm just gonna put like 2 for good measure. And I'm gonna put this up near the top. And then, since I used the gold box, I am gonna do a gold metallic pearl. So I have some metallic pearls. These are like well loved. So I'm just gonna go take one and scooch it off onto the eye and bite. And it's stuck to my take your pick tool. Now it's stuck to my finger. Okay, so there we go. So I told you in the beginning, this is a totally sweet and simple, quick and easy pizza box tutorial. I would love to know what you like better, the white with the silver or the gold with the little gold pearl. So that is my project for this week. I have a couple other things to share. So I've been a little bit quieter on social media this week. I had a swap I'm mailing today. I had a class I needed to design that I am finishing up this morning. So I finished it last night, just need to glue it all down. So that'll be a fall sampler. But I also have a fall card class going this month, and the deadline to RSVP is tomorrow. So here's a quick look at the cards that are part of that class, and it is available to go. So I will be mailed directly to your house. It uses the Gilded Autumn suite of products in the beautiful Autumn stamp set. I also have a host code going through August 30th, and I'll post all the details below, but it's YTCWEKH4, and if you place an order over $25, you'll get 3 make and take projects at the end of the month once I close out all my orders for August. I will be posting my fall sampler class later today, so if you're not on my mailing list and you want details on that, please send me a message and I can add you to my mailing list. The details will also be at christinestamps.blogspot.com. So let me just bring you back up so I'm not just talking. Wow, I just touched something and I have no idea what happened there. So anyways, I just wanted to say I'll be back on Tuesday with a Casing Tuesday sketch of the week. I am thinking I'm going to keep using that Ghoulish Goodies, but this time it'll be a card Casing Tuesday. I think we have to use cards. Actually, I just joined the design team a couple weeks ago, so I probably should ask that question. Can I do a 3D project based on the sketch? So I'll be back on Tuesday with a project to share. So have a great rest of the weekend. Hopefully it kind of improves here. It's really gray and gloomy here today. So perfect day for a Halloween project. Have a great week.